Hello and welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Alradi. I am coming on with breaking news regarding the Paycheck Protection Program, which is set to reopen on Monday, January the 11th, 2021. This is your stimulus update. This is January the 9th. Come on in, all of you all entrepreneurs and small business owners out there. If you're coming on to this broadcast, again, do give this a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and do share out this broadcast because sharing is caring. There are millions of entrepreneurs and small business owners who need access to the information so that they can get a financial lifeline for their business. So again, whether you're viewing from Facebook or YouTube, do share this video out, share our channel. Because the Paycheck Protection Program is $284 billion in forgivable loans, which is free money for your business. So we're all about helping you get free money for your business. So I did a video the other day on Paycheck Protection Program 2.0. You can also reference back to that, but I'm going to give you some updated information today. And then stay tuned because like the last time with these new programs, things can change almost daily or weekly with these programs. So I want to make sure you get the information as quickly as possible so you can take quick action for you and your business. So the SBA released the new rules regarding the reopen Paycheck Protection Program on January 6th. They just yesterday released a newsletter regarding the program announcing that applications are going to be set to open on Monday, January the 11th. So there's a lot that you need to know. They're going to open up January 11th. This is for to really help those most hard-hit small businesses, a lot of those that were left out of the initial Paycheck Protection Program. We know that this program is administered by the SBA, that is a Small Business Administration. It was originally launched under this CARES Act way back in March. It had 2 rounds. It was refunded. Then it closed in August of 2020. And we were waiting for the next stimulus to pass, be signed into law for them to reopen it. So not only did they take the money that was left over from the other program, they added on to it, which brings us to the $284 billion that is available for you all. So who qualifies for this? If you are a gig worker, so if you work for Uber or Lyft or Grubhub, or if you're a Mary Kay representative, right, Pink Zebra, if you are a gig worker or if you are an independent contractor, if you are a solopreneur, if you are self-employed, if you are a small business with if you're a small business with 300 employees or less, you qualify for this program. This is the second round of the program. So you can qualify for this if you've already received a loan, and you can qualify for this program if this is your first time applying for the loan. So what do you need to know? This is under the Consolidated Appropriations Act that was passed on December the 27th of 2020. This is the 2021 Consolidated Appropriations Act, again, targeted for the hardest hit businesses. Okay. Now you must have or employ less than 300 employees. That is W-2 employees. These are not 1099 workers. Under 300 employees or left, this is your second round, okay, you must plan to or have used the full amount of your first loan in order to qualify for this program. You must also demonstrate a 25% reduction in gross receipts. Okay. So I just got finished talking about this. How would you compare this? You would take your they are allowing you to choose your pay period, right? Choose a period in 2019 compared to the same period in 2020. And then that is what you would use to be able to show a 25% or more reduction in your gross receipts. Now, once I do go through this, I will allow for some questions. If I don't get to it, I'll follow up after this broadcast. Okay. Now, for this loan, you can get 2.5 times of your payroll. Okay. So just like the last time, your payroll is up to 100,000 per employee. If you're a solopreneur, right? It's just you. You are your own employee. You're an employee of one. That is your owner's compensation. Okay. So you're going to take your payroll. You can get up to 100,000 per employee. It is capped at that. You're going to take your payroll divided by 12 to determine what your average monthly payroll is. That's what they're using to determine how much of a loan you will qualify for. Again, that's 2.5 times. Now, if you're a business under the NAICS code, right? All businesses have a classification code. If it's under 72, right? Beginning with the number 72, you will qualify for up to 3.5 times your payroll. Now, the max amount this go round, it was 10,000. For this round, it is not 10,000, it was 10 million. This time around, it is 2 million is the max. Okay. They have also expanded the qualifying expenses under this program. Now, again, this program is forgivable. That means you can qualify to have it 100% forgiven, which means it then turns into a grant, which is what? Free money for your business. And just like the last time, to qualify for full forgiveness, you spend 60% on payroll and 40% on other qualifying operational expenses. Okay. Now, in the description of this video, in the show notes, you will see the press release from the SBA and the Treasury Secretary on this program. I will also provide the links to the final rules, which outlines all the requirements and regulations and how this is supposed to be rolled out. It has all the details of how to qualify, what you have to do in order to get money under this program. Okay. Now, this is for all of you all. If you applied for this already and were funded, please let me know in the comments. If you already applied, this is how you're going to get a second round. Okay. You must submit an SBA form 2483-SD. This is the PPP second round draw borrower form. You either submit that form or your lender's version of this form, and you submit it to your lender to be able to get this second round. So unlike the new applicants, you're not reapplying, right? You're going back to your lender, whoever lended you the funds in the first round, you're going back to them to request a second round of this money. Now, there's no additional payroll costs, documentation required if you have your 2019 payroll information that you already provided and used under the first program. So that's going to make it much more easier for you. For amounts that are greater than 150,000, what is required is that you do show a reduction, that 25% reduction. So again, if your amount that you're requesting is over 150,000, you will need to show that 25% reduction in gross income. Okay. Now, for those that are self-employed, you are looking to your tax return, your Schedule C, okay, just like the last time, to be able to calculate and to be able to prove that you qualify for this program, right? We already know if you had a loss on your tax returns, it will be very difficult for you to qualify for this program because they're going off of your Schedule C, line 31. Even if you did not file your taxes, you're going to take your taxes, use that form, your Schedule C, to highlight your income on there and show that as proof. Some supplemental documentation that you can provide whether you're a solopreneur or not, are bank statements, because we know that there are individuals that you started your business in January of 2020, right? So you were not actually in operation in 2019. You can qualify for this program if you were in operation as of or before February 15, 2020. So if you were in operation as of that date, you can qualify for this program. But again, you must be able to provide financial documents so that they can determine if you qualify for this program or not. So again, your tax returns, supplemental statements can be like your bank statements or your financial statements, like your profit and loss statement. Okay. Somebody is asking me SBA the form. You want me to repeat? Okay, this is form SBA 2483 SD. This is the PPP second draw borrower form. Now, for all of these forms, the SBA has their version, and then lenders often have their version because they will make it into an online process. Okay. But you can always refer to the SBA form and compare it to the lender's form, but they need to have a comparable form, and often they do. Okay, especially these larger banks, they will open up some type of portal, allow you to submit the form, but definitely you want to follow up with your lender and see if and when they're ready. Now, on Monday, January 11th, they're only opening it up to a few. So the underrepresented, like minority businesses, right, to be able to get access to the funding. On January 13th, they will then open it up to other businesses to be able to apply. Now, they're opening up the portals, but again, think about your lender and check in with your lender, especially like PayPal, Cabbage, Square. We're really good about giving out a Paycheck Protection Program loans the last round. Look for when they open up their portals. But again, they're giving access to community banks, right? So if you use a community bank or you want to in your local area, if your lender or you want to go with a CDFI, those are going to be priority for opening day of PPP. Then again, on January 13th, it will open up to other lenders. And again, it's up to the lenders to be prepared and ready to open up their portals. Okay. And since most, right, they're approved lenders, the SBA has an approved lender list. You can also find that. I'll make sure it's linked to this video. It's also on the other Paycheck Protection Program video that I did, Paycheck Protection Program 2.0. It's on there. You can simply go to the SBA's website at sba.gov. Now, if you are contacted by anyone claiming to be the SBA, if it does not have sba.gov, it is not the SBA. Please be careful because small businesses are vulnerable. There's a lot of companies or people out there trying to get your money. You want to make sure you are going through an approved lender through the SBA. There are thousands of approved lenders, and they have a list, and you can check by your zip code if they are an approved lender, or you can call the bank that you bank with and ask them if they are a lender. Okay, so most big banks are. One of my banks I bank with is Huntington Bank. They're a community bank. They really support every small business. They're a small business advocate, minorities, women. They have some special programs right now for women. So they should be ready and willing to help you in your process. It's always advisable to build relationships with your financial institutions. That will help you be able to get access to more funding opportunities. Okay. Someone said Jackson Hewitt did her taxes, said I did not make enough to worry about putting it on the tax returns. Okay. And then just to make sure, when you talk about your business, it must be business income. So if you inappropriately missed, calculated, or if you didn't differentiate between employee income and business income, it's going to be hard for you to qualify. right? So if you're an independent contractor, business owner, self-employed, you should have a Schedule C or some business tax form, not just your personal taxes. All your businesses will be listed on a schedule. Okay. As far as forgiveness, there's a simplified application that the SBA is finalizing. Once they roll that out, I will let you know. This is for anyone that you have a loan and you want to request forgiveness. If you have a loan $150,000 or less, you can use the simplified one-page form. Now I have a video on the simplified one-page form. If there's any differences, it will probably be minor because it's super quick. It doesn't require you to upload any additional documentation. It's really quick. You're self-certifying. And again, like I tell everyone, when you're self-certifying in all of these different programs, you're signing, stating that you are telling the truth, that you are being honest with the information that you're giving. You're honestly representing all the information regarding your business, and you will be held to account for that. So just make sure that you are providing truthful, accurate information to the SBA. Okay. So again, 100% forgiveness, simplified application process. Reach out to your lender. Again, if you still need forgiveness for your first loan, once they roll those out, go ahead and request forgiveness of that loan. And as long as you met the qualifications, spend 60% on payroll, 40% on other non-payroll related costs, you should get 100% forgiveness of that loan. Okay. For those of you that have requested forgiveness or plan to, before, if you requested forgiveness and you received the EIDL advance or EIDL grant, right, up to $10,000, you would not qualify for the full 100. They would offset your PPP amount with the EIDL. If they did that, right, if you did go through the forgiveness process, you are entitled to that money, the balance of that money back, because they have to make you whole. That is under the new stimulus law, that you are entitled to get that money. So that's for all of you all that already requested forgiveness. You had the EIDL, you reported it, and they reduced your forgiveness amount based on that EIDL grant. You are entitled to get that back. Okay. And if you are now applying for forgiveness, that's not, the EIDL advance is no longer a consideration because it has been repealed. You get the full 100% forgiveness of your PPP loan. Okay. Now, I'm going to answer some questions in a few minutes. Wanted to let you all know that we know that we have Joe Biden that's going to be, he's the newly elected president. He will be installed in about 2 weeks. There is a new SBA administrator that is coming on board. We know Javita Carranza is serving right now as the SBA administrator. Again, the SBA administer the PPP program, and they also administer the EIDL program, the Section 7(8) loans, and also the micro loans and other programs. So the new administrator that Biden selected, her name is Isabel Gunsman. So you can expect to hear more, especially after they are installed. There will be more stimulus relief on the way. So you definitely want to make sure that you stay connected. Like I said, subscribe, hit that notification button because you want to be in the know. As they are rolling out this program, likewise, they're getting ready to roll out the EIDL program, right? The new EIDL program has been extended. It comes with both an advance, which is a grant, and a loan, okay? When you apply. If you're applying right now, because people ask me this question all the time, every day, I'm applying for this program. It doesn't say anywhere I can get a grant, and it's not. They have not rolled it out. The SBA has a certain number of days to roll out these programs to give the regulations and guidance. They just did that with PPP. So if they did it with PPP, you can be assured that in the upcoming days, they're going to do the same thing for EIDL. And I will be right back on here to tell you about how to get access to the EIDL grants. Okay. They're going to be two different versions. They're going to be targeted. Again, if you have not checked out the video on the $10,000 targeted EIDL grants approved video that I did, go check that out. It has all of the details about how you can qualify for that. So everyone, and if that's you, if you've already applied for EIDL way back in March or April or July, let me know in the comments if you didn't get your grant because they ran out of money, or if you only got partial because they were only giving it out for per employee. This means that you will potentially qualify to get the full $10,000 if you are already an applicant that applied before, like myself. Okay, so the targeted these EIDL grants will be given preference to those who already applied that did not get all of their money. So maybe you're a solopreneur, you only got 1,000 instead of 10. Okay. Many of us can expect to get the balance. If you're like me and I didn't get any money, I'm still waiting because they ran out of money twice and I didn't get it in any of those instances, then I again would qualify for the full 10,000 and we would be on the top of the list to get our money. Okay, and then the targeted EIDL grants are for those that have 300 employees or less. Again, you have to show a 30% decrease in gross income on comparable periods. Pick your period, right? Between 2019 and 2020. Okay, you're going to pick the pay period, and it's going to be an 8-month period. Okay, that you're going to compare and be able to demonstrate a reduction in revenue. So we know everybody was hard hit at the beginning of 2020. Right? So what I will be doing is using that first pay period, right? January and February. And if they want to stretch it right to a quarter, then you use January, February, and March, and then compare it to January and February, right? 2020. You pick your period. Okay. So that's going to be important with a lot of these programs that, have a little bit more restriction, have a little bit more, ways that you vet. They're going to vet out these applications so that you can demonstrate a reduction. That means you have to be well aware of your financial status in your business and be using financial systems so you can pull or generate these reports relatively easy so that you will have them ready when the applications open. So if you have already applied, please do not apply again to the SBA. I get this question hundreds of times every day. Do not reapply. You've already applied. The SBA will provide guidance. It's just like I told you about the PPP. If you've already applied, they're not having you reapply. They're having you submit a form. Most likely, that is what is going to happen with the SBA. They most likely will have some type of portal. They will say, do you want this? You're potentially eligible. Check here if you want your $10,000 EIDL grant, and please submit these verification documents that they're going to ask for to be able to show the 30% reduction. And that's going to be it. You do not need to submit a new application. Submitting a new application is just going to cause you problems, more challenges, and delay the process. Your best bet is to call the SBA. They're not even going to know what's going on right now until it's communicated, right? You're talking to regular people that probably just know as much as you do. What I would do is make sure that you have your correct bank account information on file. So I already said you shouldn't be changing your business information and banking information while you're going through this process, because again, you're just going to disqualify yourself or delay you getting access to your money. So if you change your bank account close that you have on file with the SBA, what I would recommend you do is call them and make sure that they have your latest bank account information on file. What you don't want to happen is you can't get your money because they don't have your correct bank account information. So that did happen for a lot of people because for some reason they couldn't verify it. Maybe your routing number was in your account number field. Maybe it was one number off. Any of those things happen, it's going to hold you up. If your bank account, you applied under a business name and you submitted a personal bank account information, that's why you didn't get your money. Your name, bank name must match your name. So if you have a business bank account, it must match your business name. If you applied as a independent contractor or self-employed and you don't have a business name, it's just you, then you would have put your name, your personal name, in which then you would need to have a bank account with your personal name on it. That is part of the vetting process of matching, making sure that they have the correct information to deposit the money in the right place. Okay, so we already know many people got money they weren't supposed to get in the last round of the program. So they definitely want to avoid that happening this time around. Okay. So that is the PPP. Get ready, right? I always say, be ready. So make sure you have your business, your documents in order. Get ready to submit those and apply. Don't just assume you're not qualified and don't apply. That's what happened during the last round, that so many of you entrepreneurs and business owners out there didn't even know you qualified to even apply. That means you're missing out on thousands of dollars in free money for your business, right? There are billions available. That's a lot of money. So we need that to go to all of you all small businesses that are out there, okay? EIDL is a program. If you have the Section 7(8) or micro loan through the SBA already, under the stimulus, you can qualify for additional, you can qualify for forgiveness. Up to $9,000 you can qualify for. So they'll be rolling that out as well. That's whether you have an existing loan under the program or if you are applying a new applicant. Okay. One thing that I did mention regarding these EIDL grants, okay, hand clap if you're excited about this news. The EIDL grants are tax-free. Okay, so when we talk about grants, they're taxable. Okay, unless they say they're not taxable, and they've done that for the PPP. They made it where you can deduct on your taxes the same expenses that you use to pay with your PPP money. The EIDL grant that you get is tax-free. You do not have to pay any taxes on that grant that you would normally have to pay under if you were to get another type of grant. Okay. So there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot with these programs. You can expect I'll probably be coming on with these updates almost daily because that's how quickly this information is coming out, how quickly they're rolling out these programs. They're rolling out even, they've extended the pandemic unemployment assistance program. They still have plenty of entrepreneurs and small businesses signing up for that program. If you need it, apply. You cannot get unemployment or be on unemployment at the same time that you are on PPP because that is a payroll. That's the purpose for you to get paid under the payroll protection program. So you cannot be getting unemployment at the same time. You just suspend your unemployment and use your Paycheck Protection Program funds. Okay, so someone has a question about if they qualified for the first round and was accepted, but decided not to take the PPP. The offer was too low. You were on unemployment and didn't want it to affect you. Look, again, every business is different. You have to assess. And I just said this in the masterclass I just held. If you are applying for PPP and they offer you something low like $100, I wouldn't. That's crazy to me. I mean, both EIDL, I've heard of people getting those low numbers. That's crazy. That is just too low, especially for EIDL, knowing that it's not forgivable, right? But PPP, that is too low. I mean, it needs to be above $1,000 to even make it make sense to even go through the process. And that's my opinion. So, and if you didn't take it because you didn't want it to affect your unemployment, that was a good choice, because you're actually getting more on unemployment than you would have gotten on PPP. So that's why doing the calculation is really important. So you know how much you're getting in unemployment, the additional $300 or $400 for some of you all that they've allowed for those of you that are both W-2 and 1099. That's an extra benefit that you can get qualified for, the $400 additional per week. But that's what I did. I just calculated. Doesn't make sense. I'm getting the unemployment, and then I get $100 in PPP. So look at that. If it's less than what you're already getting in unemployment, because you have to suspend it, can you live on that? If not, I would forego that program. But that's the beauty of it. There's multiple programs that are out here, right? So if you don't qualify for PPP, you may qualify for the pandemic unemployment, and then you can qualify. That's why they have multiple programs. Then they have EIDL, which, those of us that may not have qualified for PPP qualify for EIDL. Okay. And in any of these programs, if you are denied, or if they are taking a long look, if the PPP, you go with a lender, they're taking a long time, they're dragging their feet, don't wait, put in multiple applications, put in an application with multiple lenders. You can do that. You can apply with Cabbage, Square, and PayPal, right? If PayPal says, yes, you're approved, they fund you, that's it. You can only get funded once. Okay. If you're denied EIDL, then you submit a request for reconsideration, right? They may have denied you on credit score or credit worthiness, some issue with your credit besides credit or besides your credit score. They may have denied you. This is a big one, because you could not prove economic loss. Okay. So if you started your business and you've not been active, a lot of people have reached out to me and they have not been active. Like, I don't know how you have a business for 2 years and you're not running your business. And then you're trying to qualify for programs that are there for people that were actually running their business, right? They're looking at that. That's why they're asking you for financial statements. So how can you prove a loss if you weren't even working in your business in 2019 or 2018? That doesn't even make sense. Now, it's different if you were a new startup and you were getting equipment, you bought you a building, you hired you staff, and you haven't yet made any money. That's different. That's a different scenario. But again, you have to be able to prove that. Okay? So you be your best advocate with regards to these programs. Don't just accept no for an answer. I know a lot of people just threw their hands up, waved the white flag, and I'm like, you just gave up on money. You gave up on free money. Don't give up. Just keep pushing. I know it can be challenging. I know it was frustrating with the EIDL program, but you're your best advocate. Pick up the phone, send emails, whatever you have to do. That's how we were able to get these changes in the stimulus, because small business recognized they have power. And we were contacting our representatives, contacting our congressional reps, contacting the SBA and the SBA district leaders, contacting our chambers of commerce and the U.S. chambers of commerce to push for these benefits. Okay, and there's more, where as many of these benefits that you're seeing and that I'm reviewing for you, there is more coming, because this is really a down payment on a bigger stimulus package. They are flooding small business with free money. So really right now, there's no reason why you shouldn't get free money for your business, because they are just throwing money at small business. And when I say they, is everybody, a lot of people. And a lot of you are missing out on your local areas. The states have big grants. California, if you're in California and you're a small business, you need to be applying for that grant program. Fortunately, they extended it to the 13th. And then they're about to add another $500 million, making it a $1 billion grant program for small business. That's the biggest I've seen out of any state. I've not seen any state, but your state has been hard hit. You're still being hit hard. If you're in a hard hit state, there's money out there. Michigan, I can tell you the amount of grants that are out here for Michigan. If you're in Michigan, let me know in the comments. They're opening up their next grant round on January the 14th. So take note, right? Take note of this information. It's going to be really helpful for you. We've updated our grant tracker. Our grant tracker online is on our website at www.shebosstalk.com. You can't miss it. It's on the menu bar. Click the tab. We have all the updated information on these relief programs there for you. There's videos linked to our YouTube channel. So you have all the resources and reference that you need. State grants are on there. National grants are on there. Pitch competitions are on there. So it's available to you. Get our grant, our winning grant application cheat sheet if you don't have it already. We've received so many great testimonials of how this cheat sheet has helped you. It doesn't matter what type of business you have, what type of grant you're going after, whether it's a federal relief, state relief, a national grant, a city grant. It doesn't matter what type. This cheat sheet will help you. You definitely do not want to go into applying for any of these programs without knowledge. Do not go into it blindly. It has all my tips and tricks, what I use to get all the grants that I've been able to secure for my business in county, and the thousands of other businesses that I've been able to help get funding for their businesses. It works. You do not need a grant writer. You do not need lengthy proposals. They made the process so easy. So there's never been a better time to get a grant than right now. For-profits and nonprofits. Whether you have employees, no employees, the time is right now. And I actually just finished my masterclass, Win Grants with Ease Masterclass. We had a sold out class. It was amazing. People actually got to sit with me and get questions answered. We walked through a number of different scenarios. I went through scenarios where I won grants myself and what steps it took for me to be able to win them. We have one more class session available on the 16th. That is next Saturday. If you need help securing free money for your business and you want to do it with ease, I encourage you to sign up for our next masterclass. We already have several people that already signed up, and when it's sold out, it's sold out. Okay, then we'll make the replay available for purchase. But if you want to be live and live in color, there's nothing like being in a live session when you with your peers and you're asking questions and you're getting answers and people are chiming in with their knowledge and their expertise. There's nothing like it. So this is your opportunity to do that. I encourage you to sign up. So with all these different tools and resources, again, it's making it easy for you to get free money for your business. Okay. So I would encourage you to do that. Again, these are updates. It's long. It's almost been 40 minutes because that is there's so much happening right now for small business. And I'm going to be on more and more because that's how quickly things are happening. So definitely, again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit that notification button because a lot of you are asking me, when do you come on live? When will I know? Hit the notification button and you will be alerted anytime that I go live, okay? Hit that thumbs up, okay? If you're on here, give us a thumbs up or hit that love button. So again, more people see this video. Share this out with those that you know, your peers, you know them, that are still struggling in business, on the verge of closing their business, don't know what to do. I'm the resource. You have a connection. You're part of the She Boss Talk family. Invite them in, share the information. You can make a huge impact on a business by doing one small thing, as simple as sharing, letting them know about our channel, letting them know about this video, letting them know about these programs that are available to them. Because too many times we work in silos, we keep our heads down, we don't look up, we don't connect with anybody and build relationships to even know when these things come around. So now you know, right? Now you have an awareness. Now you'll be seeing opportunities left and right, okay? And then you can jump on those opportunities. Now is the time. There is no other time but now that you have to get money for your business. So let me see if I can answer a couple more questions if they're in here. Somebody's asking about, can me and a CPA fill out the form, or do I need to fill it out with my bank? If you have a CPA or accountant, I recommend that you use them. Get as much assistance as you can. They've been helping a lot of their clients work through the process, even doing it themselves, right? There may be a fee, right? So, people outside can't charge you to help you with the Paycheck Protection Program application. But as a normal course of business, doing your business, gathering your information together, accountants do that. You're paying them already to do that. Okay, so you're already paying them, but get the help that you need. I may do a workshop. It will be a group, not one-on-one, for Paycheck Protection Program, because again, I don't get paid for that. I do offer one-on-one consults for the EIDL program. That's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, whether you're applying or whether you are trying to get through the reconsideration process to get approved. That link is in the description if you're on YouTube, right? I'll drop it in the comments as well. So if you want to book an appointment with me, you can do that. But I recommend waiting till the SBA announces the opening of the program, or if you're already applied and you are trying to get a reconsideration approved, then you can sign up again for a consult. Okay, so those are the updates for today. Enjoy your Saturday. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact, and continue to stay safe and in good health, and keep those around you safe and in good health. Have a wonderful day.